organizers of the first Cervical Cancer Elimination Summit. And I would like to greet the following and say hello to everyone first. From Bana Ilocos Norte Mayor Mary Abadilla, Bana Ilocos Norte Vice Mayor Carlito Abadilla II, our DOH Cancer Control Division Chief Dr. Jan Llevado, and our Quezon City Health Department OIC Dr. Asuncion Abarquez, and our Quezon City Cancer Control Coordinator Dr. Karen C. And a good friend of mine, Miss Carmen Auste from the Cancer Coalition of the Philippines. Ayan, dyan nagsimula lahat, di ba, Sir Calasans, Sir Oliver, and our PGH cancer survivors and officers and members of patient advocacy groups, fellow public servants, fellow champions of public health, may newly found friends, Miss Toots Magsino and Sir Oliver, we met before, and to everybody here, pleasant day to everyone. I'm one of the principal authors of the National Integrated Cancer Control Act, and allow me to open with the good news. The national law, the National Integrated Cancer Control Act, is now localized via the first local ordinance called the QCCO, or Quezon City Integrated Cancer Control Ordinance, which yours truly passed. Okay, so in 2019, we passed RA 11215, or the NICA law, to reduce the burden of cancer among fellow Filipinos. Okay? And 5 years have passed, and these are our realizations. Number one, it takes time. We have a long way to go. Hindi po purkit na ipasa ang batas, automatic na. And one major realization is we have to keep on working together, and no specific sector is in charge of that, but a whole of society, a whole of nation approach is needed, together with the government sector, private sector, civil society sector, and down to the basic unit of our society, the Filipino family. And now, with the expanded devolution, and because of the Mandanas ruling, LGUs will become more accountable in advancing public health. Mada-download na po sa mga LGUs yung formerly, supposedly, nasa national agencies, national departments na budget. And with this, we will now rely nation building mostly through the LGUs. Diba? And meanwhile, while knowing that, cancer will continue to grow as a socio-economic problem, especially with our relatively young population. Ibig sabihin, marami pong bata sa atin dito in the future, next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, there might be more cases of cancer. Okay? And catalyzing the implementation of the NICA requires the efforts of not just the Department of Health, and LGUs have a big role in mainstreaming cancer control towards saving lives across 82 provinces and 148 cities, almost 1,500 municipalities, and 42,000 barangays. So for example, if we have around 1,600 LGUs, I am proud to say that out of the 1,600 plus LGUs, ang Quezon City po ang pinakaunang nagkaroon ng Integrated Cancer Control Ordinance. Okay? So it's time. And we did it together with the Cancer Coalition, with the Philippine Cancer Society, and the stakeholders of the sector and the supporters. So what is the lesson here? Localization is the key. Okay? Kahit gaano pa tayo kalaki na pharmaceutical company, kahit gaano pa tayo kalaki na NGO or civil society organization, if we do not have these laws, whether it's not a national law or a local law, mahihirapan tayo because Our fight against cancer requires a whole of society, a whole of nation approach. I believe Section 16 of the Local Government Code, Republic Act 6170, mandates us that kasama na doon sa general welfare natin that we are duty-bound to ensure that the whole LGU works towards advancing public health. And that's why na siguro po I'm proud to say that we are the author of the national law, and yours truly is also the author of the first local integrated cancer control law. Siguro ito talaga yung purpose na binigay sa akin ng Panginoon. Okay? So cancer control is a multifactorial, is as multifactorial as cancer. And cancer control is not just the role or job of one office. For example, inside the LGU, hindi lang po yan sa health department. Di ba? Kasama dyan yung GAD, kasama dyan yung SSDD, kasama rin dyan yung peace and order, kasama rin dyan yung sa ano, etc., etc. Okay? Various laws create mandates that contribute towards cancer control. Okay? For example, PIDAW, which we also established when I was a counselor in 2010. Okay? Tayo rin nagtayo ng office na yan. The GAD office and many other offices. Okay, pati yung mga locally owned and controlled public health facilities kasama rin dyan. As you can see, a truly comprehensive and integrated cancer control program needs to be a whole of government approach. Okay? So, cancer is an issue we can all relate to, and we are all cancer warriors. So, since drafting the first ever draft of the NICA bill, National Integrated Cancer Control Bill, my personal experience was hindi po ganun kahirap humingi ng tulong para sa ating advokasya na fight against cancer. Hindi po ganun kahirap. Ang problem lang po is that it is so enormous that hindi naman natin kayang isolve na tayo-tayo lang. Okay? So kahit saan po ako magpunta, pag sinabi kong cancer, everybody knows someone else or everybody has a family member who had or who has cancer. For example, both my parents nagka-cancer yan. Wala na po sila ngayon. And madali makakuha ng support as long as we're able to package it well, as long as we're able to communicate effectively. And just like what we did with the city ordinance, all the legislators, the councilors of Quezon City rallied behind this measure, and nagulat ako sa overwhelming support. So that's one big possibility, one big potential that our sector has. Madaling makakuha ng support basta ikwento lang natin kung anong pinaglalaban natin. Okay? So here are some salient features. Okay? QC-CO. Yan yung tawag natin. It's a landmark ordinance in terms of the scale and scope of cancer control. The first in the country and probably one of the firsts in the world. And we localized the NICA in Quezon City according to a careful study of our city's distinct epidemiology and administrative setup, resources, etc. So tailor-made po ito for the Quezon City scenario. And we are grateful for the support of our mayor, Mayor Joy, who immediately signed the local health board resolution and asking for the Sangguniang Panglungsod for the immediate passage of the same measure. Okay? It brings together the expertise and capacities of multiple departments in the Quezon City government and addresses not only cancer treatment but disease prevention through health promotion initiatives, screening, rehabilitation, and survivorship. Kung napansin nyo, nandyan talaga yung DNA ng NICA law. Okay, nandyan yung DNA. Nilocalize lang natin talaga according to the fit of Quezon City. It sets up mechanisms for cancer patients and their families to tap into the benefits of NICA, like the Cancer Assistance Fund and CSPMA. So another example is it also has provisions for future possible local cancer funds. Baka mamaya, pwede rin tayong magkaroon ng Quezon City Cancer Assistance Fund. Di ba? Pwede rin tayong magkaroon ng iba't iba pang mga support. And that is one of the features of our ordinance. It mandates an interdepartment patient navigation, referral, and registry system. And I am pleased to share that during one of our public meetings, public consultations, we already found a solution to this. Philippine Cancer Society already offered this very, very efficient online system on how to help with patient navigation. And the PCS is going to give it to Quezon City for free. Di ba? Nag-uusap po talaga yung sector. And QCICO also opens opportunities for local cancer control funding, as I mentioned a while ago. And it creates a flexible, integrated cancer control program with a designated cancer control coordinator. And it penalizes discrimination on the basis of a cancer diagnosis, especially discrimination that affects your livelihood, your employment. Meron po tayong feature na ganun. Okay? As you can see here, we were able to rally the sector, and we were able to get additional champions for our fight against cancer. And yun, talagang dininig natin yung mga suggestions and ways on, and we also discuss ways to move forward. Right? And active participation ensures that policies are responsive and will have real impact. Okay? And of course, the way we legislate is that we always follow the principles of good governance, which is participation, accountability, and transparency. Ayan po yung natin, kaya medyo naging mabilis tsaka smooth yung pagpasa po natin ng ating ordinansa. Okay? And on our way forward and commitment, we welcome the opportunity to assist LGUs in crafting and passing their own local integrated cancer control ordinance. Kung gusto po ninyo, pwede rin po ako mag-ikot, sasamahan ko kayo mag-ikot in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And I will teach the vice mayors and my fellow councilors on how to craft their own effective and efficient integrated cancer control ordinance. And I will do it for free. For free. Okay? And because cancer control policy is evolving and dynamic. Hindi po porkit na pasa na yung ordinance, okay na po and we can stop our advocacy. It is a lifelong advocacy because there's always new technology, there's always new research, there's always new medicines, there's always a new development in our sector. And I hope mas madalas pa tayong magkikita lahat because kung hindi po ito natin gagawin together, patuloy lang po na maraming mamamatay na mga Pilipino dahil lang sa cancer. Di po ba? It is a continuous and ever-evolving dynamic fight. And I'm happy to be with all of you today. An integrated cancer control ordinance for all LGUs, yung mga 16,000 plus, 1,600 plus LGUs, yun, we can count on each other, and the NICA law can be much more activated with these with cancer control ordinances for the 1,600 LGUs. Okay? Yeah, maraming salamat po. At thank you very much for all the organizers, and I'm honored to speak in front of you today. Thank you.
Once again, ladies